Ready, steady, go. All right, here we are back again. That's right. We're like little kids getting ready to jump off the swing. That was kind of one of my earliest memories of that whole on your marks, get set, start, or on your mark, get set, go, or as the English friends like to say, ready, steady, go. I like the steady bit instead of set. It's more of a track and field deal, obviously, but anyway, random. That was just how I felt like kicking things off today. How's everybody doing? Glad to see you back with us. I hope everyone is doing excellent. And if you're new here, welcome. Get ready. We are about to have a blast. That's right. Um, we've earned a little bit of a reprieve from the tedium here in our Olympic flyover world. We are cooking up the last of our needed smooth stone, so we don't need to do any more work there. We have totally set ourselves up in most every way. We may need some more wood. Got a few crops there. We'll let them grow, though. We're not too worried there. Um, you know what, though? Man, see, this is every time you want to go on a trip. You guys ever do that? I know we've talked road trips and stuff before, not for a while, but certainly have talked the memories that you make on family road trips when you're a kid and the fun you can have as a young adult and then an adult seeing the country by car. But man, every time you go, it's like, all right, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. You head out, and then it's like, oh wait, we forgot this, or oh man, or any of that kind of stuff. It can be a real trick just getting out the door, especially if you don't do it a lot. Um, you kind of become old hat. It's like camping. I used to do a ton of camping. Now, not as much as I'd like to. Um, but you kind of you're automatically ready. I have a friend I give a hard time to every time we're going to do a trip or camping or anything. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've had everything like laid out on my kitchen dining room table or something like that for like a week as I'm trying to figure out what's going on." It's like, dude, you've been camping before, like you kind of know. And I forget, having been a Boy Scout when I was young and then camped all my adult life, you kind of know, you just have this mental checklist of here's all the stuff I need. And, if somebody came up to me today and was like, hey, at 6 o'clock, we're going to head up to the mountains. You want to go? Are you ready? I haven't been camping yet this year. And yes, I would love to go and it wouldn't take that much time. I know largely where most of my stuff is. Now, it's a little bit of a trick because since I've moved into my apartment, some of my gear is still kind of shared with my buddy, and I'd probably have to like arrange a swing by his place and grab some stuff out of a garage. But it kind of works because neither one of us that often go camping without it's just kind of one of those deals, right? You go camping, you're going to go with your friends. So, yeah, but anyway, if you've done something like that a lot, you're kind of always ready. Like, oh yeah, I will need this and this and this, and veteran parents, it's kind of like the first kid versus your third. By your third, you're like, a husband and wife don't even need to talk to each other. It's just like, all right, you got the diaper bag, check. Two toys that they're gonna need, snacks. We got all that. You're just both grabbing pieces before you go. First child parents, if they're doing a road trip, it's like, oh, we need this, 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 and this, and kind of, hey, here's a tree with some actual bees if they hang around. Um, we don't have the silk touch to do anything about that anyway, so we'll just keep going. And we don't, I guess we could take more cows for beef, but eventually we'll start breeding them. So until our food situation um, warrants it, we won't just go slaughtering cows. Um, oh, winning! Yeah! Oh, just what we needed. Oh, Dun, 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 and we get a portal. Oh my gosh. Thank you, game. Minecraft, I know. Sometimes we have a spat. We're feeling a little afraid, and we go after each other, say things we don't necessarily mean. I know. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna. You are my darling sweetheart. You are wonderful and wise, and I never am upset. What are you gonna do for me? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Listen, listen. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. You are kind hearted and delightful, intelligent, handsome. Are you freaking kidding me? Two Bane of Anthropods? Take it all back. You're the worst. But we'll take this goal. And remind myself that, hey, we're in the middle of or on the edge of a jungle. All right, enough. So the whole point of this trip. Oh, that was a pine tree. It's like, oh, is that another portal? I saw that little dark corner. Hey, here come the garbage truck. So this is the big question: is how, what if anything, do you guys hear as far as a rumble when the garbage truck is mangling around the dumpsters outside my place? Up to the jets, I thought it was as bad for you guys as it was for me, but the jets didn't sound nearly as bad as I heard them. So hopefully the mic doesn't pick that up as bad. Anyway, this was our main need and desire, but we'll have some fun here. Let's get some jungle wood and get some cocoa so we can redistribute that. We'll also probably get some saplings as a result of this, which is good. Sorry for any loud vine breaking noise. That's usually ear splitting. That looks like an oak. I'm not too worried about the oaks right at the moment, but that was all jungle, and we did have at least one cocoa bean. Would like to pull a sapling or two. Now, the biome here is one we kind of want to be watchful of. We're by and large okay, but with the ground cover and the trees, as you go in deeper, it can be very easy to fall in holes and have creepers come knocking on your door and surprising you. We don't want that, so we'll try to be careful. Oh man, that was the best find coming over that ridge and jungle and abandoned portal. Getting a silk touch axe would have almost felt like cheating. So I probably deserved getting to. I was thinking I would just climb all the way up there, and that would be a good point of this tree to. Because, like with ladders, the chopping when you're hanging doesn't work quite as well. Alright. So I think this little branchy bit that we were seeing from below comes off the big tree. Don't know that we need to do a giant jungle tree at the moment. Still have no saplings though. Gather up all that bamboo. Very stingy. Rattle, clang, boom, bang. See, I could chop that one down, but I don't think it's going to help the leaves decay at all. Just give me a couple of saplings. Then we can move on. Get out there running free. Oh. There's one. By the time we get this, we're going to have... Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Come on. Got tired of waiting. That's that's why I decided to climb the tree. But hopefully this will break the more of the canopy and we'll get more leaves falling, or saplings, I mean. Leaves decaying to produce saplings. Just gotta watch for thoroughness. So again, I don't know how much of that you guys are hearing. Usually I'm falling all over myself, embarrassed and apologizing for the noise, but hopefully you guys don't hear much more than just a mild rumble. And if you do, I apologize. But today, a little earlier than we typically get our guests. Usually they're into the afternoon, and it's still just before midday. That is a very... Oh, maybe those are the vines around our bottom here? I guess so. Alright, there's at least one more sapling. So, that's the moral there. If you want to get jungle saplings, go take down a big tree. Alright, now let's grab a bit more bamboozle. That is going to be wonderful. Let's give these just a minute. We'll kind of back and forth here. Stick, not as wonderful. Still at 5. I think we'll kind of start on the perimeter and go that way. That's my plan. There we go. 7. For the same reason that we didn't do very well here, I'd like to have 8 saplings. And that will, if we find any area that has... Oh, I don't know that we can grab podzol yet because we don't have silk touch. Darn it. But if we get to that point, then we can plant our own giant jungle trees back by home as we did before. as you guys know from the previous world, any of you who saw it, I love having a few jungle trees around my base. I think it's gorgeous. We can put them on the outer edge of the island we always are boating back to. I think that would be cool. So we're gonna kind of tour around the edge here a little bit, see what all is inside, and see if we can catch any glimpses of the various good things the jungle has to offer. Specifically, some of the microbiomes within, structures, animal friends, all that good stuff. Oh, look at this coal. Should we try to grab some coal while we're out here? We need it badly. I think the moral of the story here is that our mine tunnel is headed in absolutely the right direction. If we just keep going, we're north, no, east, I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? What was that all about? Come on, mountain. Don't be letting me fall 2 blocks down after I climbed up to get this bit of coal. So here we wander. Cows. Oh, missed that edge. Hope there's no piranha in the water. Love the biome, the jungle. So much fun. So complex and nice. We'll go ahead and load up on watermelon because we can seed up with that crop that much quicker. Again, we won't do much more than that without silk touch. Ooh, look at them all. That's pretty good. Now, sun seems to be sinking a little bit. Still want to hang a bit to the edge. Just for speed and mobility. I'm gonna keep peeking, see what we can see. Looks pretty nightimey to me. There we go. I think I got the mic down there with a fairly significant swallow still going. Sorry about that. That the mic probably did pick up on. So yeah, we'll just kind of run. I mean, I see a jungle tree kind of out there, but we also want to, where possible, look into the interior. And it's just a little quicker to walk the edge. Alright, we seem to come up on mountains pretty quickly here. This is just a little bit sticking out against those mountains. Looks like some forest down that way. So we're cutting a bit of a corner here. That tree is tempting as a, oh yeah, just go climb up on it and then you can have a good view all the way around. But getting to it and expecting that it would have vines to let us get up it may not exactly work out. Do that. Again, just kind of looking into the interior, we'll see how far we can use these mountains to peek over the canopy. Having never been to South America, I'm not. Ooh, that could be some jungle burning. Not too familiar with how it all looks. I've certainly seen some videos though, but imagine the point where the Andes rise up. Oh, look at that. It goes all the way around. This is perfect. Let's go out to this point. And, oh, by the way, trying to get this. Oh, let's do one kind of like that. And maybe one here. Get the fire. Oh, it's so good. Alright, that's some good screenshots. Last video, I don't even know what YouTube has selected yet, but I left it to chance. Didn't have screenshots. But that's probably more exciting than the diamonds I'd overlooked in the floor of my basement. That was the most recent one I think I've included. Love it. We could play for ages in here. All right, let's stop. Get some more coal. Oh, I need to get back to my tools here. This just makes us even more productive as we go. Guess we need to go back to the water. Which is great, it's fast. We can move pretty good around the outside edge here. But you don't see as deep in, and if there's pockets of variety jungle, I want to see them. Or temples or any of that kind of stuff. Got that. Okay, now which way? Oh, I think we came from there. This doesn't look to be forever jungle. But it's a good edge. Lots of conversation going on out there. Yeah, we are still pretty short. I don't know why I'm not pausing to grab more of this along the way. The bamboo is what we need. Bamboo farms are great, but... And in theory, if we leave a piece, then the rest will regrow very quickly because it's bamboo. One of the great... I think that's just a random tree, right? Gotta go look. Certain this is a fool's errand, but if there's a chance... Yeah, another... Oh, those just dandelions. I was like, do we have another forest fire going over there? Yeah, I was hoping that tree up on the top of the hill was a giant spruce, but I think it was just well placed. Alright, well, we'll no harm, no foul, kind of just cut back here. Always looking. Great big jungle is wonderful. Absolutely one of my favorite biomes. And it's so close and convenient. That is wonderful. Especially, we can, once we get to the kind of building stage of this world, we can maybe do a portal over and set up a home out here somewhere. I'd love if we had some villager neighbors or something out this way. Be cool. Ooh, ocelot in the tree. If we had a spyglass, we could take a picture of him, but I don't know that warrants a thumbnail. Makes me feel like David Attenborough going out and making wildlife documentaries. Ooh, look at this. Jungle into dark forest. This is going to be a kind of dicey border to cut through. But it would seem that we've... 'cause I think we're largely heading east still. Yeah. So it would seem that we reached the point where we have to begin to cut back maybe the far corner of our jungle. Like this little boundary. No, not so easily traversed anymore, though. This looks open up here, though. That's good. Little meadow. Can it be a meadow on the edge of between a jungle and a forest? Interesting. It does seem to give us just this little strip of relief, which is nice. Now the jungle kicks back over here, so I think I'm going to skip ahead. Fast forward a bit. We'll sleep out on the sandbar. Okay, so I still see jungle trees out there. So we're going to cut, knowing that the dark forest cuts into the jungle here a bit. peek in. Just seeing individual bamboos at the moment, but if we can see more of them, that would be cool. Wink, wink. Why am I not swimming? Come on, swim, swim. Let's go up a bit. For one thing, this seems to be cutting, but for another, we can maybe get up here a bit. See out into the... Can I jump to that? So that was where we came. We ran up that hill. Oh, okay, so cutting back. 'Cause this is... Wow. North. We don't usually expect the super muffler canned exhaust to be something you hear in the middle of a Monday. It's more of a Friday night kind of deal. But it's summer. The kiddies are in school, or aren't in school, so I don't know. It's just a sound I think is universally associated with teenage driver or just after. Cutting across since we know those mountains loom. But this is where jungle travel is not necessarily slow because you get caught on vines, you climb where you don't want to, fall where you don't expect to, have holes and unexpected obstacles. I never understood why you can't slide down vines more easily. Like, I would get you can't climb up them, but, you know, if you jump into a tree where there's a vine block, let it just kind of slowly drop you down as if you're holding and sliding down. I think that's feasible in a Minecrafty kind of way. Let's get through here. This is our exploring, not our combat episode. We fought everything in the caves last time. Still not getting much of a view. And wings are huge when it comes to jungles and exploring and seeing, actually finding the stuff inside them, as you can just fly over and look down. But I want to get a feel for how big this was. It's plenty big. That's awesome. And if there were any of the fancier biomes inside. Now, there may still be. I don't know how wide this is. I didn't really care enough to track the coordinates to know, okay, we moved 500 or 200 or a million blocks east to west, or I'm sorry, north to south. Here, bird. Oh, look here, a little cockatiel kind, I believe. Just go out to the point here, scan for any signs of... What do we see there? See that? it's just sugar cane. Talked myself into something. As far as I understand, you can also get portal. I know. We don't really need these, but there's so many here. We won't even notice a couple. Take another one of those. Here I'm grabbing multiple stacks of melon slices, and what I really need are multiple stacks of bamboo. It's easy. Oh, hey, what's up? You look like guava. Oh, guava. Hope you're doing okay out there in mothball land. Shout out all the friends. S'more. Oh, hey, there's a red one. That's cool. S'more and salty and savory and what was the little one? Sprout, I think. Yes, I keep being impressed that, this doesn't cut it back in on itself too much. It seems to keep fanning out, which is nice. Just be nice to fan out and reveal some of the goodie bits. Alright, no goodie bits though. It's just a rock outcropping. Couple of one-off bamboo. Let's see, this is where it's like, oh, we're already back into the midst of jungly stuff. How'd that happen? And I love that. I love that it's blended. The blended edges of the biomes, so cool. Remembering back to when there wasn't such a thing, and you would just come to an abrupt hard edge, and sometimes with comic results. It was kind of fun, but I remember back when I was first learning about, at the time, achievements. Hadn't really even been aware what all they were or what were out there, and heard that there was this one where you had to go find all the biomes, and that, I think everybody goes through this kind of a progression. You start playing the game, you don't, unless you've already seen a lot. But if you come into it blind, as I had, and my nephew, as a little kid, had come, oh, I love Minecraft, come try it, and I did. He's now too mature and cool for all that kind of nonsense. And here his uncle is still playing. But he was a little kid and was like, I'm like, what do I do? How do I get out of this hole I dug? I remember coming upon a spawner right at the start, just barely underground. I'm sure it was the first day I was playing, if not the first, then the second, because it was like a weekend visit with my my nephew and my family. And he said, "Oh yeah, I love this game. You should try it." All that kind of stuff. And so I'd installed it, created my Mojang account and all that. And then I'm like, "All right, so what do I do?" And he's like, well, you just start a world. I don't know the controls or anything. I'm like, what? What's going on? And I remember making like an open pit mine because he's like, oh, you got to dig down and get iron and coal, and I'm kind of playing with him a little bit, but I didn't know any of this stuff, and I think he was the one that was like, oh, here you go in here and you set this for bonus chests or whatever, so you get a starter thing. So I'd done that, and oh, is this a jungle village? It's a village. I don't know if it's a special jungle village or just on the edge, but that's cool. What do you guys have for us? Anything cool? Pretty far from cool. Oh, we should grab that. Now, what all do we have in here? We don't need that. I think that's about the only thing, though, right? The feather easily could get tossed, but since we're now toting a bow and have more flint back at home, that's a good item to have. Till we have a... Ooh, those are always nice. Thank you, Mr. Leather Worker. Okay, cool. You're not even the leather worker. Who's the leather worker? There. No, what? Yeah, there you are. Dyed leather tunic. We're not so fashion conscious, though. We're going to spend our wealth, our future on that. These emeralds have earning potential. Nothing there. Just a quick glance. Looks like beets. I can't distinguish if there's carrots in there or not yet. That would be our last deal, but the fact that zombies drop them, I think, not worth standing around here waiting to see it while we're in the midst of exploring this jungle. I like that tall building looking out over the jungle, though. Pretty good. See, it's these things, when they don't have flowers in them, that everybody gets stuck in. We talked about that in a previous episode. Always apples are good. Leave the bread, though. No longer are... Hey! Kids slamming doors in my face. Now, adults slamming doors in my face? What's going on, guys? Be cool. Well, that was something. Either you guys have any carrots? You're not gonna buy my melon slices, I know that. So on we go. It's nice meeting you. Thanks for the emeralds, the apples. Alright, back up to the jungle edge here. Sword up. Just trying to get whatever looks we can into the interior. Looking for that choked vegetation effect. And I think a lot of you all know what I mean. For others who may not be clear, just hang on. We'll get there. Maybe. May not. I'm guessing we're about 3/4 of the way around. Guessing. Also, I have no idea how long we've been going on this episode, but I'm kind of determined to make the full circuit here. Hope we hope we realize when we do come back around that we have. Oh, swim faster. I don't care how hard you kick, when you're fully underwater, feet don't make that sound. There's no air bubbles to make the kiki splashy sound. Do. Well, unless there's stuff in the interior that we don't... Okay, I think we're just about back to our starting point here. Unless there's stuff in the interior we don't know about, doesn't appear that we've got the thickets that we'd hope to find. This would seem to be where we started. Kind of cleared out. Here's where one of the trees was. All right, well that was huge, guys. We did so much better than we could have really ever hoped for such a short, quick journey. Where our kind of roll of the dice was, let's see if we can get some bamboo. I was thinking we'd probably find an ocean or something and just be looking for shipwrecks, that kind of stuff. No, we found the jungle. Perfect. Couldn't be happier. And we got gold block, some gold ingots, some emeralds from those villagers. We had a good walk. All wonderful. And we're only 47 minutes, too. It was perfect. I don't really remember what time I started. So this will work out well. We can scavenge for coal as we head back. All right, so with bamboo for scaffolding now, we'll plant all this and harvest, or at least some of it. That will probably give us about an episode until we're really good to go, as far as I can guess or plan or think. But I think we're really good. Let's run down the supplies list as we're getting this. So we'll have all the smooth stone. It should be done cooking when we get back. We will have a bunch of dark oak and various other woods for the trapdoors and all that. May still need some more logs when we take whatchamacallit, slabs into effect. So we got a spider-proof the spawning floor. So a little bit more needed there, not a ton. We will need 9 hoppers, a bunch more wood for chests. We'll need, I think we have 2 signs, but we'll need 9 of those to hold the water on the drop chute. Bit of carpet up top. Pair of water buckets to make a water source. Going the wrong way. Interior blocks, stuff to make the floors between the levels. Some kind of dark decorative block. Oh, so good. So good to have bamboo. What else is there? Hoppers, chests, carpet, blocks up, signs at the bottom, trapdoors around the edge, up more base layer of smooth stone and something dark. A what's that? Oh, that was the end of the coffee. East. Uh, yeah, some dirt, some glass when you get all the way up to the top. More incidental stuff later when we're kind of setting up our workspace area, but nothing too crazy there. Had some thoughts about, kind of decorating up the elevator columns and making that nicer since it's all cobble. I'm not going to replace that with the water elevator already there. That would be foolish, but I think as time and materials allow, we can kind of make that look better. Now, is this the outer edge, or is this just still early on? I think we got more here. So convenient, though. Look how close this is. Yeah, I know we had to stop to sleep along the way, but we had stopped to grab coal, and it was already late in that day. Just amazing to have jungle that close. Yeah, it's a boat and a walk a little bit here at the beginning. But wings or, just extending out that tunnel that we have, that will catch the jungle at some point. So, if not directly underground, then through portals, we can make that a very accessible, convenient biome. All right. Top that off. Load those. Ooh, I should at least keep these separate. Jungle saplings. We're going to hold on to those. Obviously, we know where to go back to get more jungle wood in the meantime, but until we have podzol, not going to waste too much of those, although at some point we'll use some logs in the cocoa beans to start farming those. You play. You and you. And you. Still wondering if we're going to expand out our seeds. That's why man. These. This. All right, we're down to bamboo and melons, right? Excuse me. Next up. Oh, I forgot which one was which. I think this is melons, right? We only had 7 of those. So let's quickly do that. Do this. this. Sorry about the background noise there. Now this will eventually, I've said, oh yeah, we could have more sugarcane than we could ever need, all that. No, we'll want a fully robust sugarcane farm because a lot of our librarians, hopefully, will want to buy paper as well as giving us awesome trades. And as such, we'll want to be able to... Dude, I got hiccups. I got a cough in there. I got a yawn. That's all okay. I think we're probably winding down. We've done awesome work today in our videos, and I'm really, really happy with our progress here as we wind this down. But I do, just before we end here, I want to get some place that I think would be good for the bamboo setup. And I think this, kind of the same deal, these barrier islands like we'd done in the last one. I just think that's so fitting for bamboo. And we can certainly use more sand for glass. And maybe in this world we set up a harvesting bamboo farm. A little bit more automation, all that good stuff. Or at least button pushed. I don't know, it needs to be running in the background, but we don't need a ton of it, but you can go a long way if you just have a big supply system going with bamboo. We'll see how that comes out. How all that comes out. I think it was kind of the last big world I made before recording with you guys. I had a nice little setup for growing a bunch of bamboo individually, without any special fancy harvesting or anything, but it's a lot of sand. And a zombie, apparently. Okay, that was the cow's feet. I think a zombie sounds kind of underfoot. We don't have to go too far. I think maybe, yeah, that's one too many already. Maybe what we'll do is, I don't think I want the indent of sand left there. As far as I know, I think the great debate is acknowledge that it makes no difference, sand or dirt. Bamboo. Could be wrong. They may not grow on sand. I don't even know. Now that I think about it, that was a sugarcane deal, right? So I may be totally set myself up. If we have to dig out dirt, we're not going to get it done today. Or dig out sand to replace with dirt. Let's chop one more tree. We haven't done enough of that recently. Jokingly. Alright. Shovel. Hang on, buddy. Here's the big moment of truth. Oh, it does. Awesome. All right. So I'm thinking let's start there. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess the question will be, does it grow in the sand as well as the dirt? We'll find that out. There's our rest. Just trying to set this up for us before we wrap up. We'll want iron sword to harvest, but yeah, I think every two we can just go back and forth, but that saves the getting stuck. We should pick everything up if we go back up and down these rows. Eventually we can pretty all that up, but I think on this little footprint we should be able to stagger those out, leave the cow hill alone, and before we know it we'll have more bamboo than we need. Trading and all aside. So, let's recap. We found a freaking jungle, man, and a broken end portal, or another portal. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Just so unbelievably good. We also have a huge amount of sugarcane now, which will seem like a lot less once we just move a little bit more forward in the game progress, but for now it feels like a ton. We're feeling pretty confident with the amount of wood that we've got now that we've really compensated with the dark. 7 full stacks of the oak, 2 of birch, and what do we say, 14 full stacks of dark oak. So alone that should cover us for the trapdoors. And unlike traps, the slabs are pretty cheap, right? You use 3 pieces to get 6, I believe is how that equation goes out, and those are from planks. So that all breaks down very, very nicely. I think moral of the story is I think we're in pretty good shape wood wise. Now we just have to wait for bamboo to grow, and we'll be good. But I think we're gonna hold off. Hold off on diving right back into building while we let the bamboo grow up. So we'll figure out something else to do. Maybe expand, tidy up around the farm a little bit, give it the extra boundary and some dirt around the edge. Think about fences and all that kind of stuff. Just want that scaffolding because it'll make everything so much easier. And particularly where we put in the cobble, maybe on that lower level we can do more decorative stuff. I'd kind of like to make that a little more of a thing than just what we've got currently, but we'll figure all that out. It'll be fun when we do it. For now, though, I want to thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you consider giving me a like or comment? Let me know what about the episode you've enjoyed. We'll have a fun selfie of the jungle that we've discovered, and we'll see you back here for the next one when we get the final finishing touches on all the gear that we need to to set up that darkroom spawner and then get it built up. But that's it for me. I'm gonna go play outside and enjoy my day. Hope you guys have a wonderful one yourselves, and we'll see you back here. Take care until then. And as always, I know I said it once, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.